Fog is finally falling on Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and the day that we have all been waiting for has arrived. It is opening night of Howl-O-Scream. Welcome back to Edutainment. My name's Eddie, and today we are back at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. We are here for the opening night of Howl-O-Scream. We're gonna bring you guys along for all the houses, get some walkthroughs, check out the scare zones, as well as some of the shows. Guys, it's gonna be a great night. Come along, let's have some fun. And as soon as we start making our way in, the big guy has returned, the Grim Reaper, and Howl-O-Scream, 25 years. It is an anniversary year, as I've told you guys in previous videos, running select nights September 6th through November 3rd. And I don't know about you guys, but for opening night, I was making my way over here. I do have a little bit of a drive. It was about like an hour and a half. I was listening to some Halloween music. I pulled up a playlist, had Thriller and some other classics as we made our way to kind of amp myself up, and I'm super excited now that we're here. And we are in, guys. Check it out. We finally got the display in front. And one thing today to kind of take into note is it's kind of like a preview weekend, because one of the houses, the new Clown Town, is actually not going to be open up till next weekend. So I'm thinking some of the props as well will not be up just yet. So take that into consideration when watching this video. If you're enjoying the event, maybe coming back next weekend, you'll get a whole new experience. Definitely a whole new house, but maybe some new props as well. And that brings us through Ripper Row. And as I was mentioning earlier, the event doesn't truly start up till 6, so it is sunny outside right now. We're just kind of getting here early so we could kind of get a plan of attack in motion as far as what house are we going to tackle first. This is one of my favorite scare zones, so when the fog falls, we definitely will make our way back to check it out with some darkness. First things first, let's make it into the Emporium and check out some of the merch that you can get this year at Howl-O-Scream. If you want to commemorate the event with a photo, we got this nice little, like, I guess it's a photo frame, you could call it, or a photo clip with "We came, we saw, we screamed, Howl-O-Scream." Ooh, and I really like this. Monster Manor, the new house this year, is on a glass. Oh, it's all the houses. So you got Killarney Diner, Deathwater Bayou, Lost Mines. Is Clown Town on here? I guess not. And it is $19.99. Very cool. I like that. If it was just Monster Manor, I'd really like it too. Ah, and Clown Town is on there. It's just kind of hard to see. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses this year. And we got some of the traditional, this kind of like Miami colors. That's what it reminds me of. But these PJ pants, we got the hoodies. This seems like the new style of Howl-O-Scream. And I forget how much these hats are. $32.99. And some other glasses. Oh, I didn't see these last time I was here. Howl-O-Scream with like the new font. And then this cool, kind of like retro Miami looking skeleton. And check this guy out. Kind of like a Terrorist cup, but it has the skull actually in there, inside of the cup. And this one is $19.99. And for $36.99, we have the house shirt. In the front, it just has this little ticket, all black shirt. And then on the back, we have all of the houses and some nods to houses of the past as well. I like that. All right, and we head back out, and just across from the Emporium, we have the Globe Theater where Monster Stomp will be. And pulling up the app, it looks like today we may not have Monster Stomp. We start off the night at 5:30 with the prequel Fiends returning. We'll definitely be checking that out tonight. And then, yeah, nothing else as far as Monster Stomp. But we do have Phantom of the Fest House as well as the Skeletones. If we get a chance, we'll check out another show, but Fiends is definitely on the menu tonight. All right, and we take a quick seat behind the sweet shop. And after further inspection, it looks like Monster Stomp actually won't be having its first show up to the 26th. So it'll be a while. Maybe, I think that's about like 2-3 weekends from now that Monster Stomp will actually be premiering. But in the meantime, we have the other shows that I mentioned that are currently on the schedule and should be on the schedule for the coming weekends. Fiends, the prequel, is really what we're looking forward to. All right, and now let's mount a plan of attack. So Jack's Witching Hour, which is what starts off Howl-O-Scream at 6 o'clock, takes place over, if you click right here, takes over in front of the Fest House building. And you can see the app is very useful to get yourself over there, and then we'll go back. So we want to start off here. We also want to check out the new Monsters House, which is right next to there, so it's conveniently located. And then at 7:30 we have Fiends. So we'll see between this, the opening, and 7:30 how many houses we could get in. But the plan is to get all 4 houses in and hopefully at least 2 shows. And we jump on the Skyride so we can travel to the back of the park in style. Guys, I don't know if you could remove this smile off my face. I am so excited to be back at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. But I do have to emphasize, with Monster Stomp being closed and Clowntown not being open just yet, this has to be taken as a preview weekend, you know? Next weekend we'll be back and we'll be able to enjoy a little bit more of Howl-O-Scream, and that's gonna be fun. You know, we're here, we're enjoying it. All the houses are gonna be amazing. We're excited to bring you guys along, and we will give you guys our true feedback after going through some of these houses. So, you know, we got the right mindset, we're positive, and we're looking forward to the event taking off in the next 20 minutes. But we gotta make our way to Fest House so we could see the Jack is Back, or whatever it's being called, show to start off the night. And really, the view from up here cannot be beat. Check it out. We didn't get to do our last construction update, but we pay respects to the beautiful water features here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg in Ireland. And then on the other end, we see Alpengeist as well as Griffin climbing its way up its lift hill. And we made it just in time. Hopefully the sound's not blown out. So, like I was saying, Fest House for the opening show, and then shortly after, let's see if we'll beeline it over here for Monster Manor. Where are you, Jack? And here come the monsters.
I've had just about enough of this music. I can't hold my hands over
Jack is back.
Longer. Where is that switch for me music? I saw it years ago. Ah, there it is. People of Busch Gardens, you better beware. Jack is back.
Oh, copyright music coming our way. Ooh, I'm liking this.
25 years to be exact.
The 25th anniversary.
Looking for a place to spend eternity. And you know what? There's no place like Busch Gardens. Foolish people thought you could get rid of Jack, eh?
What was that howl for?
You couldn't have been.
Is that a hint to what's to come next year?
I'm back, and I brought along some friends. Ghouls and super freaks, ghosts and goblins, monsters of all ages, come to life! What were you expecting? A dance party? Creatures of the dark, it's Howl-O-Scream, and you know what that means. Let the terror begin. Fiends, back to your houses. It's time to start the 25th anniversary of Howl-O-Scream. See you soon. Or will I?
Alright guys, let's get this started. Peeps! Look! Eddie Tainment's in the video!
We have two Eddies. Like, what's going on? Double trouble.
We're making our way to Monster Manor and we're gonna get joined by Senor Paulo Ponte. Let's have some fun.
We are. Let's do it.
Leave the kids alone. Alright, well they are not playing in line as you saw just a moment ago, but we're just outside of Monster Manor and about to make our way in. And here we are. Ooh.
Ready to play? Come on in! The doctor is here!
Now,
Who wants to get their
this house does suffer from not having a roof, I'm sure for fire hazard reasons. So at night, it should get better.
It's the tunnel, go!
Oh gosh.
Going!
Oh, I am way too tall for this. Did you hit your head? Oh, you hit your head? Ouch. Monster Manor in the bag, and that is a hell of a way to start off Howl-O-Scream here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Great house, but it does suffer from being partially outside, so we'll definitely have to make our way back and go through that house in the dark just to up the creepy factor. But they did get me a couple times. They have that tunnel portion that is a little hard on my knees, but added to like the claustrophobia and fear factor, kind of playing with your head. So I like what they're doing with that house. I think it's just gonna get better as the night falls. We're gonna start making our way back so that we can try to get into the first showing of Fiends, or the second showing, I guess, of Fiends, and maybe we'll be able to do Killer Any Diner before Fiends starts. And as we make our way back towards Ireland, we do stop really quick just to point out BB Designs is all nice and haunted out, and if you're looking for a cool, unique item, a little memento for your visit to Busch Gardens, we got some cool ones here that you could come and grab. All right, so I kind of am just beelining it towards the show in the next house because since it's light outside, I don't want to ruin the scare zones or Scarytales for you. We'll come back when the sun falls completely so that you can get the full effect and the scare actors can do their creepy job as well as they possibly can. But let's keep making our way. And also, it was awesome to start off our night with a walk through a house with Paul Laponte, IOM Geek. Make sure to check out his channel if you haven't already. I'll put it across the screen right now for you. Make sure to follow him as well. And tell him Eddie sent you.
Go to the original.
All right, and we make it into our first show of Fiends, The Return. Let's see. I don't think we'll be able to film in here, but we'll definitely give you our feedback as soon as it's over. And the stage is ready. And I'm excited to see some political satire, some fun, and some risque dancing, I'm sure.
Tonight's performance of the #1 theme park show in America, as voted on by the readers of USA Today for 7 years in a row, Celtic Fire! Wait, that's not right. Okay, wow, that floor's hard. Okay. Welcome to the set of Fiends the Frequel! Feed my Frankenstein! My name is Dr. Frankenstein! It is my honor to welcome you back to my secret laboratory for an evening you will never forget! Rock your body right. The speed's back, alright.
And a very welcomed return to Fiends. I gotta say, that is a must-do, my friends. Make sure to check it out, but fair warning, that is a mature show and not meant for kids. I did see a couple people walk in with children, and then once the warning came up, they did walk out. So just fair warning, there's a little bit of not true nudity, but very risque outfits and very risque jokes and language. But a great show to check out if you're coming to Howl-O-Scream and you're an adult. But let's keep making our way. The sun has gone down and the fog has fallen. And we make our way into Killarney Diner. No express today, no quick queues actually is what I meant to say. Let's see how long these lines are. We already got one house down, which we will be redoing now that it's dark. But let's see how quickly we could do all 4 houses tonight. Not bad at all, no extended queue. And it looks like we're going straight to Killarney Diner. A couple people ahead of us, but truly not a bad line at all. Now, this is not to be expected at the event on a regular weekend. Opening weekend tends to be the slowest weekend of the event, so just take that into consideration. Quick queue is something that you may want to consider. Now, we definitely got a bug facade for Killarney Diner this year. Let's see what changes they've made.
Go in there!
Please don't leave me here! Please take me with you!
That one got me. Oh, shoot. All right, and we continue our way through where the wolf enclosure is in Lorikeet Glen. This here typically doesn't have any scare acting unless there's a roaming horde, but the ambiance in here is spectacular. They should do something with this area. Maybe they don't, so they don't scare the animals. And into France we head to check out the bash. That's the Witch of the Woods. Hello. This is supposed to be like a get-together and celebration for the 25th anniversary of Howl-O-Scream, of different monsters of the past. So, like you just saw, we saw the Witch of the Woods, which her house is not here this year. Let's see. Let me know down in the comments if you recognize some of the scare actors from the past, or characters from the past. Not familiar with this one or that one, but they do look cool. And from the all-new The Bash, we make our way on over next to Stalker Street, which is also a new scare zone. But I gotta mention, if you guys are making your way on over to this event, and obviously it is a spooky event, but if you're not into getting fully spooked by walking through the houses and you're okay with going through the scare zones, this is a great opportunity to get some night rides on some amazing coasters. Busch Gardens Williamsburg has an amazing coaster lineup, and right now Griffin is actually going up and coming down that vertical drop. That would be an amazing little sight, and with all the fog and everything. So, you know, it's not all about the scares. You could come to this event and do a little bit different, so I just wanted to recommend that. It's an amazing event overall. You don't have to come just for the scares. And we got the creepy jack-o'-lanterns in the sky. We walked through here earlier, and even with the light, this area did seem super spooky. I love the idea of the scarecrows. If they were to make one of these guys an actual person who jumps down, that'll be the ultimate scare. Let's see what they got for us. We're making our way into the heart of the scare zone right here. Whoa! I'm telling you, one of these guys right here, if they jump down at the oncoming crowd, oh, but they could also hide behind these plants like this guy did. Ooh. I see a couple people getting scared. And a good amount of actors. That's a creepy mask right there. Ooh. Oh, and kind of like what I was saying, they got a bungee scare right here. Come on, buddy. Come on down. Hit somebody. There we go. And the bridge returns. I gotta say, one of the best scenic elements. Look at this, crossing this with all of the spider webs and the spiders strung on through. How could that not get you in the Howl-O-Scream mood? All right, and we're zooming on through our next scare zone, Scarytale Road. And we got a nice little surprise in here as well that we'll talk about in just a moment. Ooh. Oh, that's creepy. Now, as the scare actors do their thing, and we make it on through, we got Pinocchio right on here. Boop. But what I wanted to mention was Bürgermeister's Hideaway, the speakeasy here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg that you could get right here for $50. You could have a pretty cool, I think it's a 2-hour experience with some drinks as well as some popcorn or different eats that you could enjoy, and it has been themed to Howl-O-Scream. I'm gonna try to find the drink menu and put it across the screen right now so you guys could see it, but some cool items that you may want to check out and a cool little experience that you could add to your Howl-O-Scream day to kind of bring up the immersion of Howl-O-Scream on your next visit for Busch Gardens Williamsburg. But let's continue our way through.
It's my good side, darling.
Oh, I got it. Ooh. And we got Senor Randy, BGW photos. Ooh. All right, and we continue our way. We are about to make it on over to Oktoberfest again so we could try Monster Manor in the dark. Now, I did mention that there is a house that won't be opening up till next weekend, Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th, or happy early Friday the 13th to everybody. That's going to be an awesome day to experience Howl-O-Scream, and I'm sure it's probably going to be a packed day. But the other house, Clown Town, or Clown, I believe it is Clown Town, is going to be right across on the opposite side of Fest House. So right now, Monster Manor, if you're standing in front of Fest House, is on the left-hand side. The Clown House is going to be on the right. As we cross on in, RIP Dark Castle. Wow, it has a little like lightning effect in the tower, and you could hear like a wolf. But another cool benefit is Dark Coaster is actually at 25 minutes. So not a bad time to get yourself a ride on Dark Coaster. 25 minutes is a super short wait. And I was right, it is Clown Town, and they actually have a sign up. It says the fright will begin next weekend, but we're gonna make our way to the opposite side of Fest House so that we could go back into Monster Manor now that the dark has fallen on Howl-O-Scream. All right, so the line for Monster Manor has definitely gotten much longer, so we definitely pulled out a quick queue. Let's go through the quick queue line and see how quickly we can get through Monster Manor. And here we go, second time around. All right, Monster Manor, second round complete, and it did not disappoint. That is a house that definitely should come with a disclaimer that it should be a nighttime walkthrough. You could go through it in the daytime, but unfortunately a lot of light spills in because it doesn't have a ceiling on it and kind of ruins the scare. But going through it in the nighttime definitely hides the scare actors a lot better and gives it a better ambiance for that fear factor that you need in one of these houses. But also be warned, it is a house that seems to be one of the more popular houses. The wait on that house was actually very long, so we ended up pulling out one of our quick queues so that we could speed through that and get our next two houses done. But I would recommend going through that house at nighttime. If you got to get through it and you don't want to wait, do it in the daytime, but the scares may be ruined. All right, so we did have to make a quick stop at the Island Bar to get ourselves a blood daiquiri, which I believe is just a strawberry daiquiri, but it does come in this cool Jack cup. And I believe it's all lit up when you have liquid in it. We'll go ahead and get this down so we could cool down and get to our next house. We make our way through. No shows just yet, but this is where the Skeletons will be playing in Italy. All right, we just crossed over Grogan Gardens, and I forgot to film it, but we're kind of rushing to get to the Bayou house, so we're making our way into Festa Italia. All right, in our second to last house, Death Water Bayou Morte. This is a revamped version of the house that we've had the past couple years, and I think last year it was revamped as well. The line doesn't seem too bad, so we should get through this quickly, and then Dead Minds should be next. I'm excited for next weekend, Friday the 13th, to bring Monique with me. She's gonna love this. And here we go. There's typically a pre-show here. If I remember correctly, it's kind of like a Louisiana Bayou. And now we have Madame Morte, Mistress of the Dead. Oh no, they got rid of the pre-show completely. Oh.
There's no leaving my swamp.
You're good.
Yes, I take you too.
Push on, sir.
Deathwater Bayou in the bag. And I gotta say, I enjoyed Deathwater Bayou greatly, but it is a lot. You watch me? I appreciate it, guys. Have a great night. Deathwater Bayou was an amazing walkthrough, but a lot of the same as last year. But I'm not complaining. I had a great walkthrough. A lot of the actors got me. I'm getting scared tonight, and we only have 4 houses, so I can't imagine next weekend when we come back for Friday the 13th how it's gonna be. We got one last house to go. Let's make it happen. And here we go, last house of the night. Here we go. And guys, I really gotta say, I've had a blast at this event. It's funny to compare this to like Halloween Horror Nights that we were at last weekend. Make sure to check out that video, cheap plug. But it was an amazing event, but I was more excited about coming to this event. Maybe just because it takes a lot less effort. No travel. It's a local event and a pretty awesome one.
Why are you in here? This is my mine. I'm guarding my bloodstones.
Really?
You better not take my bloodstones.
I'm not.
They belong to me.
We did.
I want you.
You're on the ground. I don't want you.
Don't play in the mines!
The upside down. What do you think you're doing?
Ah, you got me. And just like that, guys, we wrap up all the houses at the event. This weekend, there is only 4 houses. Next weekend, we'll have a total of 5 with Clowntown. I'm excited to come back next weekend. This was a preview, and really none of the houses let down. I got some legitimate scares in those houses. Dead Mines with the retheme had a nice little touch of fresh, you know, kind of scares. Still kind of consistent with what it was last year, similar to Bayou. All houses that just got a revamp instead of a overhaul. But that being said, I'm not mad at it. These are houses that I enjoyed last year, and I'm enjoying them again this year. Guys, I hope you enjoyed coming along, enjoying all the houses, and a full event overview with us here, as we had a blast bringing you guys along. I will see you guys on the next one, and the next one will hopefully be very soon, maybe next weekend. But up till then, don't forget to ask yourself, have you been entertained?